Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I'm Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves, and we're going to do that in the form of some I am statements. So we're going to say some really empowering I am statements to really define our day and to help us understand the truth about who we are. The fact is that this world has all kinds of lousy things to say about us, and the people in this world have good reason for us to not really see ourselves as the incredible people that we are. And so what we're going to do is we're going to really circumvent that and take control over our own internal narrative and say some nice stuff. So that's exactly what we're going to do, and we're going to do it with the I am cards. I'm going to pull a card off the top of the deck, and I'm going to ask you if you are the affirmation on that card. And what I'd like for you to do is for you to say, I am that affirmation. As we affirm these things together, we are taking control over our own internal dialogue and helping ourselves to understand what is true and right and beautiful and perfect about us. So let's begin by saying that today I am cheerful. I am cheerful. My attitude inspires and uplifts. So I am cheerful. My attitude inspires and uplifts. Are you cheerful? You are cheerful. Your attitude inspires and uplifts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write that down in the chat. And as I do, I am making it more real for me. I am feeling more cheerful as we speak and recognizing that my attitude has this profound effect on the way that other people perceive me. And as we are able to change the way that other people perceive us, we also are able to change the way that just the way that they interact with us, which gives us the opportunity to have new and other interesting things happen in our lives. So I am cheerful, and my attitude inspires and uplifts. And I have this incredible ability, and so do you, to inspire people just by hanging around with them, by looking at life, by looking at the sunny side of life, by recognizing that that life is pretty much as we judge it to be. And so here we are looking at what's happening in our world, and we can choose to see the positive side of what's happening, or we can choose to see the negative side of what's happening. And it really depends on it really is our own choice. I recall a time where I was down in Costa Rica. I had a small business where I was managing other people's vacation homes, and so I was living in other people's vacation homes. I was essentially a live-in manager. And so I was living in these beautiful homes that the owners were only in maybe 2 weeks out of the year. And I mean, I was complaining about something, and the person I was having lunch with at the time looked at me and said, are you aware about just how bitter that you're being? And I stopped. I was like, you're right. I mean, here I am. I'm living this life that so many people would be willing to trade me for, and yet I'm focusing on what's not right. Well, we can focus on whatever we choose to focus on, and so when we focus on the things that are we can find something bad to focus on, even in amazing situations. And I think about that conversation a lot. Every time that I'm whining about whatever is, I have to take a step back and say, am I just being a bitter jerk? Am I pulling something awful to focus on out of a situation that's actually really good? And then that allows me to just take a step back and recognize that there are plenty of good things that I personally can be happy about in any given situation. And that allows me to be cheerful. That allows me to take whatever it is that life serves up and make it in and really focus on the parts of it that are good. And in doing so, I'm really able to influence the way that other people see me, because by just being that cheerful guy, by being that sunshiny person, people recognize that and they want to hang around that. And and I understand this because I also want to hang around people who look on the sunny side of life, who see whatever it is that's happening, recognize it for what it is, and then pull the positive parts out of it. Because I assure you that I've had plenty of parts of my life that were like a shit sandwich when I looked at them. And that's okay, because life serves us up a shit sandwich sometimes. And so we got to, like, eat shit and pretend like it's gourmet. And, but the fact is that nothing lasts forever. And that even when I look at the shit sandwich that was once were some of the situations that I was in, I realize that each and every one of them had something valuable to teach me, and something that, some way that I was able to grow and develop and mature because of it. And so I'm cheerful even in situations that it wouldn't necessarily inspire being cheerful. I recognize them for what they are, but I choose my attitude. And ultimately, that's what this card is asking us to do today. It's asking us to choose our attitude, to recognize that we can think whatever we want to think about literally anything that is happening, because by and large, we cannot change what's happening while it's happening. We can change who we are being. And when we change who we are being, it opens us up to other opportunities. But we really can't change what is. We can only love what is. And so this card is a reminder for us to love what is and to adopt an attitude about whatever it is that inspires and uplifts others. So I am cheerful today. You are cheerful too. I am really surrounded by cheerful people. When I walk around the community where I live in, or when people are messaging me on social media, or just like out and about, when I see people I know, they are by and large happy about whatever it is that they are experiencing and cheerful about it. And even when my friends have adversity in our lives, and we do, we all face adversity, but even when we have adversity in our lives, it is about our attitude. It is not about the adversity itself. It is about our attitude toward it that ultimately defines our experience. And here, here with the wake up call, we are very interested in defining our own experience. So I'm cheerful today. You're cheerful. Let's go out and cheer some people up. I'm actually going to go meet with an old friend today who I haven't seen in probably about 6-8 months, something like that. And we are going to go and chat. It's going to be fun to interact, because this person knows me as somebody that this person has known me since I was a little kid. And so so it's going to be fun to just go out and have a meal with her, and just say hello and see how basically just see how we get along together. But anyways, I am cheerful today, and so I'm going to go be cheerful out in the textile world, and you can too. I'll talk to everybody tomorrow at 9 a.m. where we'll be back again with yet another empowering card. And as we are, then we are going to continue to define our lives and to just remain at the helm of our own emotional state. So good morning, Lauren. Good morning, Brenda Jean. Good morning, Shauna. It is really good to see you guys here today. I appreciate you coming by and creating this positive space on the internet. Thank you so much for just for being here, for being consistent about being here, and for helping me to co-create this incredible space. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Until then, aloha from paradise.